Do you ever feel like your life is just one giant to-do list? Emails, meetings, deadlines, errands, favors for friends? It's like you're always busy but never actually moving forward. You check off 10 tasks, but your big goals? Still untouched. Here's the truth. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. In fact, busyness is often the biggest distraction from what really matters. And that's where today's book comes in. Essentialism by Greg McKeown is all about cutting the noise, focusing on what truly counts, and reclaiming your time and energy. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see how saying no more often can actually give you back control of your life. Greg McKeown, the author of Essentialism, is a leadership consultant who has worked with top companies and leaders around the world. And what he found is this. Most of us are pulled in 1,000 directions, trying to do everything. And in the process, we dilute our energy, our results, and even our happiness. The central theme of Essentialism is simple but powerful. Less but better. Instead of doing more things, Essentialism asks you to focus on the few things that actually move the needle in your life. Top 5 big ideas of Essentialism. Idea 1. The power of choice. One of the first lessons from Essentialism is that you always have a choice. Many of us feel trapped, like we have to attend every meeting, respond to every request, or take every opportunity that comes our way. But here's the shift. You don't have to. You're just choosing not to say no. Think about it. If you say yes to every little request, you're automatically saying no to something bigger. Maybe your health, your relationships, or your long-term goals. For example, imagine someone at work asks you to join a project that doesn't align with your goals. By saying yes, you may be saying no to spending that evening with your kids, or to working on your own personal project. Every yes has a hidden cost. Idea 2. The discernment of the vital few. The second key principle is learning to separate the trivial many from the vital few. Not everything deserves your time or energy. Think about your smartphone notifications. Out of the 100 you get in a day, maybe 2 or 3 are actually important. Life is the same way. Most of the opportunities and tasks that come at you are just noise. The essentialist mindset means constantly asking, what is the most important thing I can do right now that will have the biggest impact? It's about quality, not quantity. Instead of spreading yourself thin across 10 different goals, imagine putting your energy into just 1 or 2 that truly matter. The results are dramatically different. Idea 3. The art of saying no. This one is hard for most of us. Saying no. We're wired to please people. We want to be liked. We want to be helpful. But every time you say yes to something small, you rob yourself of the chance to do something meaningful. Here's a reframe. No is not rejection, it's protection. Protection of your time, your energy, and your goals. You don't need to be harsh. Instead of a flat no, try saying, I'd love to help, but I am focused on something important right now. That way, you're being kind but firm. When you say no, you're not being selfish. You're making room for your essential yes. Idea 4. Focus on progress, not perfection. Another lesson. Essentialism isn't about being rigid or perfect. It's about small, meaningful progress in the right direction. Think about cleaning out your closet. You don't declutter every drawer in one day. You start with one shelf, then another, until the space feels clear. Life works the same way. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. You just need to consistently clear out the non-essential and move toward what matters most. Even tiny wins, when repeated, create massive results. That's the beauty of essentialism. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Idea 5. Design a life that supports what matters. The last big takeaway: essentialism isn't just a productivity hack, it's a lifestyle. It's about designing your routines, your environment, and even your relationships to support the things that matter most. That might mean setting boundaries with work, scheduling time with loved ones, or unplugging from distractions like social media. Living with essentialism means living by design, not by default. Instead of reacting to everyone else's demands, you intentionally create a life around your values and priorities. When you do this, you're not just getting more done, you're actually living more fully. Here's the bottom line: essentialism isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, better. It's about protecting your time, energy, and focus for the things that truly matter. When you start making choices intentionally, choosing what to cut, saying no with confidence, and investing in your vital few, you begin to feel lighter, clearer, and more in control of your life. If you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. If this resonated with you, I highly recommend reading Essentialism by Greg McKeown for even more practical insights. It's a book that can honestly change how you approach every decision in your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today.